Sometimes I just look at a film and think, why do you exist? And this is basically the case with Stuart Little 3. Yes, there is a third one. It's not the most known film, and this is called Call of the Wild. And this was released in 2005, which I believe was 3 years after the sequel, which was amazing, by the way. And this is directed by Audu Paden, and it's an animated version of Stuart Little, and that's just appalling. And the reason that this doesn't work, for one of many reasons why this doesn't work, is one of the reasons why Stuart Little is so great is because of the CGI. The visual beauty of Stuart Little is incredible. It's Stuart's gorgeous little animated face that makes him so cute and lovable. And seeing this mouse that looks like a real mouse, let's face it, in little costumes and riding boats and airplanes, that's adorable, and it's so cute and so friendly to the whole family. When you animate him, it's just like every other show. Now, there was an animated TV show of this, and I'll be honest, I don't know which came first, the film or the TV show. But the TV show being animated, I can understand. It's a different medium, slightly. If they'd had a TV show of the films, I think it would have spoiled it. It would have overdone the magic. But having an animated film just seems like they're trying to cash in on the Stuart Little name without making the effort to make a proper film. And I don't know what their thinking was behind this. I really don't know what their thinking was behind this. But I've just realised as well there are loads of articles from 2015 saying that Stuart Little is getting a remake from Sony. I assume nothing came of that. I hope not. Maybe they didn't make this as a proper Stuart Little film because the narrative is not great and wouldn't have lended itself to a big budget film. Well, then if the narrative's not great, why are you bothering to make it all together? And it's not great. Well, the description from IMDb is as follows. The Little family spend their vacation near Lake Garland. Meanwhile, in the forest, a beast is threatening the animals to give her food every night. It doesn't sound that bad. You know, the Little family being on vacation, it takes us away from the Little house, it gives us a new environment, which would have been fine if this was a live action. It's not. Having other animals in it, again, would have been really lovely to see in the same animation style. There are all kinds of different animals in this, and they would have been so adorable if done in the same style as the other two. But they weren't. The cast is good. Michael J. Fox voices Stuart. Geena Davis still voices Mrs. Little, and Hugh Laurie still voices Mr. Little. And I have to, I don't want to dislike a film that Hugh Laurie is voicing because I do love him and think he is incredible. And Geena Davis is fantastic as well. But I don't know what they were thinking with this. I guess for them it was easy money, going to a recording studio for a couple of hours and bash out a couple of lines and it's job done, basically. I don't know, maybe they planned on doing this as a live action and the cast couldn't commit. Who knows? I have so many questions and I'd love to find out why they did this. It's got a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb, which is not great, but it's certainly not the worst. The TV show version also has a 4.7, and I will say that the voice cast is completely different in the TV series, although Hugh Laurie does voice in this, which is a benefit, but for the most part the rest of the cast is quite different. Mark Hamill voices in the TV series. That's very bizarre. So, to sum up my opinions, I don't know why this exists. I don't know anybody who likes it. The TV show was different. The TV show was cute. It was a new and exciting way to enjoy Stuart Little. I think if you view Stuart Little 3 as a completely separate film, it would be sweet. It might be okay. But because we have a lot of the same voice cast, if you shut your eyes, it's pleasant. If you open your eyes, It's really disturbing and it's not good. And I don't like seeing Hugh Laurie voiced in a not good film, but it isn't good. The narrative is okay, but, you know, what was the point in it? If anybody, by some miracle, is listening to me waffle on 5 minutes into bad-mouthing their film and can explain why this was made as CGI, is an animation, sorry, I'd really like to know that. Should you watch it? If you're a big Stuart Little fan, I'd say give it a watch. That's why I watched it. Just to form your own opinions, really. But if you aren't really bothered about Stuart Little, actually, if you're not bothered about Stuart Little, you might like it more. I'd say it's definitely got a younger target audience than the family-friendly film. I'd say this is a children's film. Stuart Little 1 and 2 are family films. It's not the worst film I've ever seen, but as far as a Stuart Little film goes, it's a little lot of nothing.